Welcome back. It's Devlog number 15, I believe. Yep. And I guess as you can clearly see, it's a nice little rainy day. And now we've added some weather in. I only really added rain in. I was hoping to put in clouds, but I didn't quite strike what I wanted to do. What I want to do is just add a little bit of clouds coming backwards and forward. Mainly relying on a sliding background. Oh, and this tree is not working. It's just bashing each other out of the word with soft colliders before you do wonder. I still haven't fixed that up yet. I was trying to fix it up a bit. Spent a day on it not that long ago. Still didn't quite get it fixed. But at least I'm not randomly colliding into it anymore. Although they do have semi-code set up to where I can pick them eventually. Like, I didn't expect to add something in like that to a long ways down the road, but since it's a pretty easy thing you're looking to hear, I made the bow pickable. You can pick up the bow now. And I won't get anywhere, but we do need to look into the bow. So you're going to see arrows come soon. Or maybe not actually, huh? But this, arrow right here is something that's called grounded, so it's not hurting me, and we can just pick it up. And it's within a range, so you can see before it was trying to fly to me. Gotta waste that. I'm trying to do something. I might do something with this asset here. But yeah, like, these are little forest chickens. And then we got more. See, it comes towards me, and then whenever it comes close, I haven't fully done the inventory system. It's been something in the background, and it's got to be done. I did attempt to add a little light here, but I haven't got to a position where I fully tried it out. And you can clearly see we aren't really colliding with the flowers. We're still colliding with them, because I haven't really done much. But if we go back over here... Oh no, too late. So you can see just a little red dot there. I was trying to do that so that in the darkness, you get to see his red eye. I thought that would be a cool idea. I have to go through that and add to all the animations, because I want to add a time with him to where he can be more terrifying, rather than just being a minor nuisance. Because I don't want him to, like, I want him one after you, but not like one after you forever, like all of eternity. So then it could be harder and also a bit terrifying if you do one into one. Oh, here's the merino sheepy, a brand new sheepy. You can clearly see I've pushed colliders a bit strong on him. I do have an animation that tends to stuff up his wool. I need to figure out exactly which one that is, which is why that hasn't been done. I do want to do more on this Wayne, but I need to figure out the particle system more. I haven't done much on the particle system. I'll also fix the, I can now stand white. I don't know, I don't think I've really done that on the last one. Last one's been over a month. Can't remember what, on Twitch I can't even remember what happens a week ago in my prison. I'm doing Twitch I'm live on Twitch on Friday and Sunday, if you are interested in that. I don't know what I'm doing with this tree. It might not be in this biome, but it's meant to be a lime-like tree. Now this, I don't know if you can figure this out. This is meant to be another biome, or another area, the Great Plains area. And see, this is like a plant, like farm crop that's going in. You can clearly see that my random spawner is not fully working. It is spawning it in, I guess, but not really doing the job. I want to add like hail and proper storms, wind, maybe winds, sandstorms and like desert type areas or anywhere near there. Here's a nice tree. I guess I might add it into this area. I haven't really done much on this tree. You can clearly see this is just an spot sheet. I might do another video later on how they make templates and everything for the ground, so you can really get that pumping through the system. Here's some of the flowers. So I have a row from here to here. So those two right there what I'm standing in front of. Having no place yet. But the first two rows are the plains. The last two rows are like the mountain area, and the two above them are the forest area. So you're probably familiar with the ones in the middle from the bottom. Here's another bush too. I'm actually starting to like it looking like here. I want another bush where you can hide a bit more. And this one, I just need to fix them up, but this one goes pink berries. I might be thinking of calling it a type of lily pilly, which is a Australian native berry, which is very small actually. But this one over here, so I've added some more to the dark with flowers. I've done a lot of that. I was meant to do, I guess I did do what time and a bit of weather, but I did focus on that, but I was meant to really do more of the inventory, but I didn't have the patience to go through the tutorials or figure them out the second. So even apples here, they look okay. They look like that's what kind of what you want to get to the point of. Just a bit more spaced out. It doesn't really matter for the bees too. I still haven't got the bees to be added to the flowers, but I have added something that does count as a flower. So you can really see, oh god. And I need to fix someone up with the poison thing. I think he's poisoning himself in some of the animations. I actually haven't added the fox's full like first attack in that, I think. Or even any attack really. I thought so. See this red berry bush here. Also haven't had respawn, so I better get away from him. Oh, I've almost spoiled something. Oh, I've got to add snow in too, like falling snow. This actually will work for snow. I just need to make it skinnier. So you can see there's a red berry bush over here. That looks very similar to what I said was little pillies, but I didn't really like the pink. I was going to make another bird lately, but I haven't got that birdie in yet. I did tempted to do it, but didn't come straight through. Hello, sheepy friends. Lucky there's no danger down here. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but we are looking at snow on the floor. I'm hoping it doesn't look too bad. I'm hoping to get both light and heavy snows coming in. We do have some ice over here. This is a new glass acid I did too. I did a lot of new ones and a lot for different areas too. Oh, you can clearly see I've added it to somewhat to the timer. Yeah, lately I've been trying to get that done up right while I was doing this morning. I'm getting a bit distracted here with someone else. That's no good. You can clearly see I am trying to do the day and night cycle in here. Actually, holy shit, I didn't realize how cool it will look when it's done. But it's going a bit fast. The transition is going a bit faster than I want it to be, which is a pain. You can look at the wet-eyed wolf back up there later. So here's some heavier snow, like it's meant to be. So I put a black outlining around it, so it looks like it's a thick layer of snow above it. See, there's a flower. Here's some of the pine trees here. See, it's a lot of time. It's meant to be more closer to the American landscape. How a lot of time they have types of pines. It's meant to be based around that, a lot of pines and everything. Although Dark Forest is probably more likely based around Australian areas, all type of trees, because a lot of time they are tall and bushy, but not too tall, and they aren't pointed. A lot of time you can see this is the basic shape of a pine, of almost any pine tree you see. This one's going to be straight up in this bum. Although this one is selective. I think those two can be at the lower ends. I don't know. There's something going on one way and it slows down and speeds up. I need to make that look a bit more less obvious, more subtle, or not have much of a range to it. See, these are the new sheepies. So what I plan to do with them is that you can see that the wool is on a different layer to them. Like eventually this fixes itself, but for now we actually need to catch which one is doing it, which I need to pay attention to. Come on man, you gotta show me. I want to fix your wool up so you look amazing. And then it just fixes himself like that. There are some interventions in this that fixes it pretty easy. And I want to add them into like different shades of how dark and how light they can be. And a randomizer onto that. And hopefully someday getting to pop out the snow and be like, boom, I'm here, and scare ya. If I get that working, that'd be really cool and annoy so many people. Hopefully it doesn't annoy too much. I might have to do a before noise that really gets you, and then they pop out and you're like, oh, they're just sheep. Oh, I was worried about nothing. And you see, this is meant to be a stone for this type of area. I also had a bit of dirt, which I attempted to intimate the stone and the dirt in together. I guess it kind of works. And here's another bit of glass too. I don't know if it's saying glass or not. I can't really tell. You see, there's some more light snow. There's maybe something up here somewhere. Here we go. Here's all the flowers of this area too. See, look at that. Look at that lighting. Wow. That actually looks really nice. And then you can see it moving up and down. I do want to have more to this system. Oh my god. Too. See, look at that. That would look so amazing. You can see his red eye. Let's go. And we have to, I think we go just before midnight. Because there is kinks in the system that I need to work out. And I know there is, which is a bit of a pain. Let's go to 10:04 because when I do this, it's going to be dark. But it is activating. See, this is basically the label and everything there. I did attempt to do the 12-hour time. I think it went a bit stuffy, but kind of worked at the same time. Because I just wanted to go -12 so we get onto the label. And see, this is the basic time stuff here too. Hang on. This is the day and night stuff. Not this, the weather one. Hang on. No, it's day and night one. I just have the weather stuff here before. I'm gonna add snow storms to that. We go to here. So this is its own little weather node type thing, so we can change the color. Later on do it something a little bit darker. Let's say we want it slightly darker. But I think that only really affects the wind, which might not be quite what we wanted. So yeah, I've got heavy, medium, and light wind, and the storm node here. So these nodes just like basically folders so I can help organize the system a bit better, instead of this having a whole huge mess. Oh, I'm gonna show you the little jaguar type thing too. Also got the bow fully working now. I guess I haven't really... See, I got the snowy sheep up here so I can find that problem with the wall. That's just because the position of the wall is off and our motive not to set it back. Do you want to see a bit of heavier lane? Let's go with a bit heavier lane. Hopefully it's not too bad on the way of watching it too. Here's a bit more of a medium lane. Oh, hang on, we gotta start off before midnight. Let's go with 10:03. Yeah, see, it didn't turn dark, is that I do have a few kinks to figure out in the system. But that's basically it with the time. Then you get some things to align that time too. I'm happy I did end up doing that. A lot of the little code I was watching, here we go. Oh, wait, that worked. Okay. We did not question it. See, you can see that the bow works. It's not gonna stop at where the mouse position is, and you can see it shooting me. It just has infinite range now. Don't worry. I'll get it someday. You gotta sometimes step backwards and then you gotta step forwards. You see, it didn't hurt me the same I did, so you can just pick it up. Same with the bow, so it stops annoying us. That's the reason why I wanted to add that pickup system to that bow. Even if the inventory is not fully implemented. If I'm not going to be playing around with the bow, I kind of don't want it to be around. No, sheepies, get out of my road, sheepies. Oh, we also got the beehives. I don't know if you've seen them or not. I think you would have, yeah. Look at those beehives. I'm glad to see how that light really turns out, this orangey light. That's really going to affect a lot more. Though I would like to make it brighter, but the biggest problem with making it brighter is that it overrides the asset. But maybe there's another way of doing it. See, look at that. That would look so cool. That the red eye in the darkness. I have to probably put that less of a gradient because it's an artificial grading with this light too. Let's go with that. Hope that you do enjoy that a bit. I will make the wane better eventually. The wane's good enough for now. I'm actually okay with that. I wasn't at first because I wanted to drop on the floor, but that's a later job. It's nice to get that basically done. I still need to do the inventory, which I've added some notes and remind me you probably need to do all this stuff too. And a logbook type thing, a quest book. I want the logbook so then if you left the game for a long time, you do have an idea what's going on. If you're willing to read it. And then I want a shorter logbook because I'm bloody dyslexic. I don't read a lot of things. Now let's go with this. See, that's the glass. Oh, hang on. Before we go anywhere. See, look at this. I haven't showed you all this, haven't I? So that's the wet desert, and the swamp area, which has not got its own trees. They're pretty underdeveloped. Underdeveloped. And this is like, I'm thinking about maybe. This is the whole like mountain snowy areas I think. This will be more snowy area. And see, look at this. This is a lot of glass I've been putting in lately. Making that asset. I mean, usually finding a place for it. I don't think I'm finding really much of a place for that one. But I actually didn't hit the darkness. I guess they actually work well together. Maybe I'll keep that. Then you make a dirt like that. Different type of dirt and everything. Wanted to make sure it looked like a mud-like dirt too in that area, and instead of just normal dirt. See, there's the difference between those two dirts. That one probably is more of a dry dirt. And then you got your wet soil. If you haven't seen wet soil in my life, that's a close resemblance to it. Real good growing soil, it is usually. I'm guessing it just depends if you have a lot of. If the soils were really lucky. This is meant to be one of my first approaches to that wet soil, but I really like that one. This is for that probably desert area, because it's more meant to be real fiery ground now. There's your snowy desert area. I mean not snowy area, snowy area. And there's your old dirt that's been there for a while. Yeah, you can see. This here, I didn't realise it was stone fruit was the type of fruit until I went online looking for the plums. Did a lot more on the farming area there. So, I've been thinking of lately adding a boss in, which won't come around for a while, but I might as well spoil it for you though. And here she is. I think I'm sticking with female, because really, you can't really tell much. It could be both female and male. And I'm going to put more of a story to her until the fact that the story is someone you respect. Probably be one for the Darkwood followers type boss too. This one will be a mix between group and single. So what I mean by group is that some of you got to take a way with your fighting style if you're going to be better against a lot of enemies or just a single enemy. That's the most important thing you got to figure out. Because some skills are hoping to affect more than one person, and some skills will affect a group of people. And here is a skeleton this one will summon. I've done a bit on it, the skeleton. And this isn't the one I've really updated on. Where's the bow? So we're going to have two skeletons, one with a bow and one with a sword. But I gotta be careful not make them too hard. Do not mind, I wouldn't mind adding a bit of judging in, probably best to. And he's nowhere near done. So you have to start to do his walking, which a recommendation for your animations, you're watching this. It is easier to do your furthest range, so this is the highest he will go. I think he's walking pretty funny, well. So his arms won't reach any further, or his legs won't reach any more than that. And then you just gotta fill in the blank spots, and it does make the animation progress far more easier. I learned that from Screen Media. I did learn something. I learned a lot from that course. And I do want a sword one, which is the reason why I have two sets of armor. So the first armor would be probably suited to this bugger. But the reason why I want armor is just so you can just tell that they're a little bit tougher than each other. And I want this one to carry around the bow. I want a lot of visual difference between each one, which is going to be a bit of effort, which is going to be pain. I don't know what I'm going to do for how I'm going to do the boss fight for this one. For him, for her. But I do like the glow. Like, I got to figure out an area first and then work out from that area from then on. It might be like a small cave somewhere. Just because it'd be easy to do that. And change this from like flying and to be on the ground. Like, you might as well get that person come in and fight a bit. You get a mixture between battle types. Oh, here's just the Tasmanian tiger. He's going to be more a plain. He's going to be more a animal from the plains. To the Darkwood Forest border. And here we go. I've done a bit more on these fellas too. So we got the Great Travel Wolf, the Hills Travel Wolf, Red Travel Wolf, Spotted Travel Wolf, and the Timber Wolf. See, this is the Timber one here. They're just going to be done later on. Here's the Spotted. I know these names are so clever. See, there's different types of them. Not all of them will have different types. Due to the fact that it would be more work for me. Although it wasn't much more work for you, you probably would. And there you go, there's no type there. If I do find something a more efficient way, like I do with the wool, then I will probably do it. There's actually a sheep that will go in the plains too. A smaller black one. I don't know if you've seen it or not. And then here's the great one. I think I'm gonna make him a little bit taller. Because he's meant to be more bulky, that he can take on more, that he can carry bigger carriages or something. Like a lot of time with those carriage horses, they are big and bulky, unlike the other ones. I haven't done all of them yet. I haven't found blade names for all of them. Here we go. We got another one fella here. I don't know where he's gonna end up being. But there you go. He does strike within this to a kangaroo. I thought I could do a bit of a hopping thing, but I don't think it really worked. I think it looked more like he's running. Here's a cow too. This might be a forest cow. Although, truth be told, these cows have gone through the ringer like 5 times. Or 3 times. See, you can see the Windsor cow here. And then you can see the second version of the cows. I'm going to actually still copy similar designs to these ones, but in a better form. Probably looking more like him. And they're going to have the bulls. There's some dogs here these little dogs here I want to keep around, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And here's the little jaguar! A lot of time the African leopard tends to stay in the plains area of Africa, I believe, with food trees hanging around. Because they like to be up in those trees. Very interesting to do something like that, I guess. Because I don't think he'd be like a cheetah where you can run around. I accidentally did this too. I don't know, he's starting to look more like a bear to me than a cat. Like a big cat. But then he is a big cat at the same time. Here we go, let's look at these sheep here. See, these are the little plain sheep I want to eventually add in. Just because that's eventually how the culture goes. These are another type of breed sheep too. Same with these guys. Well, the point of them was that they meant to have some protection over them, so somebody doesn't want to eat them as often. But they'll have to be in like danger area. And the fact that danger area for them would be an area full of dragons. Like imagine it like How to Train Your Dragon, how they always had the problems with the dragons who were coming by and attempting to eat the sheep. Like that's what that's meant to deter when they have the spikes on their back. So then someone comes and eat them, they're like gonna spike them. And then it can be carnivals too. Have a darker change to those sheep. So I hope you enjoyed a bit of that overview. That hasn't been taking me too long. I need to figure out what screenshot to do. Oh hang on, I know what one to do. Oh hang on, we gotta turn on the wane. You wanna see what the heavy wane looks like? Here we go. Hopefully, my biggest problem is that it will cause too much lag, but hopefully it doesn't. And that you can visually see it too, and not be worried about it. There we go. That's a screenshot for the thumbnail too. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Redcollarwolf from now out. So if you want to see more of what I'm doing, I will add more. I'm hoping this year to do more game development, which is exciting for me. You check out Wild Anvil. I will leave a description to the Darkwood Forest at the very least down below. So for the badly punctuated words and everything in there, but my writer is meant to be that one on that job to make it sound better. Avoid. See, this is the flowers that you can see them in the light. They actually look real nice. I do, like I said before, I hope to add a little thing that brings the bees to them. And not all these bees up here are bees that are only in this area, like these little brown ones. And they're actually based around the little brown shading ones. Yeah, if you want to see me do some gaming videos, catch me live on Twitch. I will put them on YouTube. I'm a bit behind on that, but I'm trying to find a balance, and I want to do more on game development. I'm starting to get more confident with it, and I might as well. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Redcollarwolf from now out. Thank you for watching.